Hello, hi, welcome to week 5. What we're going to do is put all the 4 weeks together with a few extras, just to recap on what we've done. Remember, you can pause this video anytime. So on week 1, we started off with the standing exercises in parallel. We did arm circles, inhale, arm back connection, exhale. Staying in parallel, press the feet down, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. So just a bit of a recap, up and over. Side stretch, lengthen the underside waist. Inhale. Exhale. Good job. Take the shoulders back. Collarbone wide. Standing strong in those feet and those legs. Taking it forward. Arm circles. Head in line with spine. 2, 3 each way. Still got the arms connected into the back. And then we're going to press the arms back, look, centre look, release the arms, feel the arms connected into the back. Lovely, shake out everything, stretch fingers, make fists, rotate through the wrist, and take it, hear some clicking, and I'll reverse, good job. Okay, just work the feet, I'm going to do a couple of roll downs after, pressing into the 2 corners of the feet, hamstring glute connection. 4, 3, really warm up those legs, bring circulation into the legs, into the whole body. 2 more, last one, lovely. So in parallel into our roll down, inhale to lift, exhale chin to chest, up and over, pick up those abdominals and rolling down. Keep picking up the abs, inhale, exhale, lengthen the tail, start restacking the spine. Remember, the head's coming up last, heaviest part of the body. Good job. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Lengthen through the back of the neck. We're going to soften the breastbone. We're going to pick up the abs. We're going to pick up the side body as we lower. Inhale. Bend the knees if you need to. If you're tight through the hamstrings. And then restacking the spine. Good job. Okay. Lift and lower heels. We're going to bring the heels together. So again, just a recap, remember from the video. Inner thighs engaged, press the arms back, or you can have your hands on your hips. You're going to lift the heel, lower the heel halfway. Really strong outer hips hugging in. Those inner and outer thighs, the pelvic floor's lifting and working with those inner thighs, keeping those heels together. And 4, and 3, squeezing those heels, and 2, and 1. So the 2 corners of the feet are pressed down, keep that little toe down and lower those heels down, lovely. Shaking out the legs. Just a bit of balancing, just briefly with what we did last time. Lift and lower the heels. Pause this video anytime. Keep it here, or we can take our balance here. And with the same leg, we can cross forward, cross back, keep it small if you need to. You want to really work a bit of intermediate using your arms. About 3 to 4, and then change. Lift and lower the heel. About 3 to 4. Again, do more if you need to. Standing leg is key as you lift and lower. Tailbone long. You're not bending over, you're keeping long through the spine, long through the neck and the torso. Good. And across. Again, with or without the arms. Good job. And then last one. Shake it out. Excellent. Lift and lower. Perfect. Okay, we're going to grab our mat. So we're going to go down onto the mat. Again, if you want to change your setting, you do. Come down the easiest way if you need to. The traditional way. Cross over, one foot over the other. Cross the arms, lift. Now really standing the feet, lowering yourself down, and lower, down. Good job, you'll hang me eventually. Okay, so in the other video, we did the half roll back. We were here, the only tall back we have, press the 2 knuckles, 4 corners of the feet, sorry, 2 knuckles, big little toe knuckle down, so we're not lifting the foot. Pull the waist back. And pull the waist back to come forward. If this is the one for you, or here, Stick with it, okay. But I'm going to progress actually with the straight leg on this to make it a half roll back with a little bit more, but with a straight leg. So we're going to pull the abdominals from the legs. We're going to reach forward. So we have a long back, we have a straight back here, the only straight back we have. Then we're going to flex and pick up the abs. We're not going to collapse. We're going to pick up the abs and pull the waist back as we take it forward. We're going to still pull the waist back. We're not going to straighten at all. Pull the waist back to come back as far as you can. Feel slightly uncomfortable. Keep picking up those abs and then reaching forward. So if this is too much, you can bend the knees again, okay? Lower. Or you can have your hands to the side. You can slide if you need to, wherever you are. And then we come to the stage. We're not going to do the full roll up in this session, but what we can do is literally scrape the tips of the shoulder blades from the mat and then come up. So we're really keeping our centre, we're keeping our side body strong, almost touching, barely touching, and then coming forward, lovely, because it's probably too early stage to go into a full roll up. We're just doing like the half measures, 2 more. And last one. Lovely. Introducing another one now, the single leg circle. So as we're down here, we can keep the legs straight or we can bend this knee. Go with whichever suits you, but whichever you have a strong standing leg. We're going to start with the right leg up, the left leg down, or we can bend it slightly. So into our centre, we're pulling with the lower abs, pull into our centre. Now we're going to take 3 circles each way across the body, out. Keep the legs into the sockets, pulling with your centre. 3 of these, 2 more to go. Pull in. Last one. It's not the end of it yet. Keeping that back, upper back wide, we're going to reverse. Small out, big across, pull in. Good job. 1 more. We can just change here. Or if you feel energetic, we can do a nice scissor change working through the hamstrings. Remember, this knee can be bent, okay? So 6 in total, 3 each way. Across, out, pull into your centre. Your centre is pulling that leg in. Last one, pull in, okay? And then reverse, pull in, and in, okay. And then we can have a stretch here. If you have, I use a stretch band. If you have, it doesn't matter if you haven't got one, it's fine. You can just stretch your legs here. But if you have a stretch band, I'm going to put probably week 6 the next session or the session after. I'm going to introduce them props to you. But it's your stretch band. If you need to stretch, point and flex, or a yoga strap as well will suffice. It'll be fine. So just stretching that leg out and then changing over. So hip flexor stretch, and we can bend this knee. Backwise, so you're pulling into the strap, you keep pulling into the strap, make sure it doesn't flick on you. Keep pulling, stretch, and then point and flex. Rotate. Widen up for that, lovely. Okay, it's probably the only time you use it for this session anyway, so you can ditch that for a while. And then just draw your knees into the chest, head, neck and shoulders down. So in the actual method, in the actual exercises, the exercise called the hundreds do come first. So I'll reverse it slightly. I've done your half roll back first with the leg circle. So literally in the order, which I will do towards the end of the programme. We'll put the hundreds first. So I'll put it now. So we're going to have our knees bent. We're going to do something called the breathing exercise. We can have our arms here, 4 corners of the feet. We can lift and lower if the next one's going to be too much, or one unit, or we can bring the arms up above the head. Arm back connection, that side body connecting into your arms. So try not to take the arms off the socket. And it sounds ridiculous, but so true. Let's see my arms in here. So just move a little bit. Okay. I've got long arms as well. So my arms are here. Excellent. So arm back connection. Simultaneously, I bring the arms down as my body comes up. And I'm going to inhale to come up, hence it's why it's called breathing. Send the knees away, keeping long through the spine. Exhale to lower. If the breathing's too much, like it's too much to exhale here, you can do an inhale in between. Sorry, you can do an exhale as well. So it's inhale to lift, exhale to lower. One more time, inhale. Through the nose if you can, exhale as we come down. Then we're going to use the arms only, so a bit like your curl up. If you've got osteo issues, anything, it's too much to curl up, that's fine. You can just do the arm, but keep the arms long and strong and back. If you're okay with flexion, okay, it's a long flexion, bear in mind, you just come up on an exhale, okay? Inhale to come down, keeping long. Keep your arms connected into your back, into your side body, exhale. Remember in the presentation slides, we had a muscle called the lats. We need to revise the tops, the backs of the, sort of the side body and the backs of the body here and attach into your arms, that insertion, good job. One more, we can stay here, tailbone long. Then we're going to start with beating the arms. So simultaneously, we're going to take a breath. So you're going to inhale for 5, inhale. Exhale, counting 5, beat the arms. So we're not doing this, it's coming from the back. Inhale. Exhale. Now you can stay here, you can have the head down, you can have one leg up, you can swap legs and feel strong, you can have 2 legs. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, keep it going. In. Really breathe out through your nose. If you need a more exhalation, it's fine. You can change the setting, you can do the 4 inhales and the 6 exhales and vice versa. If you want to stretch it to the ceiling, it's here. If you feel strong, but it's a high diagonal, it feeds plenty of sense, but be mindful of your low back. Inhale and out. So there are your variations. In and out. Careful if your neck hurts, bring it down. In and out, and then curl in. So roughly, not quite 100, but we did enough. Roughly about 50, and then rock from side to side. So this is the one, it starts with the 100, and then we come up into seating, and then we've already done it, but just to recap, and then what follows from the 100 is actually the first exercise, apart from the standing ones I did, and then from there you do your roll back, okay? And out. So what I'm going to do now is introduce rolling like a ball. It's great for the spine, it's always in the beginner series, so what you do, the basic version, you bring your heels together, your toes are apart. You lift those abdominals from the low back. So you're not here, you're lifting long. So it's almost like a tall back. Elbows are out to the side. You can stay here. You can pause this anytime, as I keep saying. Heels towards bottom, okay. And if you feel strong through your centre, it may not be this week, it may be next week, the week after. This is where your upper back becomes strong. You can roll back to the tips of the shoulder blades, coming up. Hopefully the shape stays the same as your spine, and your heel stays as close to your bottom as you can. So it's all your centre working, your upper back. So exhale, inhale to come up, inhale. Exhale, the breathing pattern of your choice. So about 5 of these, okay? I think we've done more or less 4 or 5. Okay, from here I'm going to introduce single leg stretch. So just bring your right leg in towards you. The left leg goes into a high or low diagonal. Your hamstring glutes are working. You're going to roll back to the tips of the shoulder blade. You're staying parallel, outer hips hugging in. Pull, pull, elbows out to the side, switch. Pull, pull, again. Pause this anytime you need to. Now the legs can come up to the ceiling or a high diagonal, depending how you feel through your back, how strong you feel through your centre. Pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. Widen that upper back. You can have your head down if you need to, but if you've got a strong upper back, lift the chest. Good job. Double leg stretch, heel to heel, pulse here, or bring the head down. You're going to take the arms and legs out, arms into your back, keep the legs there, circle the arms round, pull in, strong centre, heavy tailbone, and 2 more. I won't do too many, so about 5 or 6 is usually in the setting, and out. When you come to your advanced practice, but this is, we're only on that intermediate stage. Out, pull in. Now have a breather. Head, neck and shoulders down, rock from side to side, just massaging that lower back. The next one is single leg scissors. Again, we can build this one carefully. Again, especially if you tight around the hamstrings, head up or down, but keep the knees bent before you actually lift up. The legs are up to the ceiling. You can bend it slightly. Now you're going to pull. Now the main thing with this one, watch this leg doesn't fall too far down. Pull, switch. Now your hamstrings are feeding towards you and switch. So literally, this is the action. Your hands just supporting you. Pull, and pull. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and the knees into the chest, head, neck and shoulders down. The next one is quite tough. I'll introduce it into the, I'll show it to you, but mainly if it might be too much for this week, I'll bring it in, lower and lift. You may as well see it, then I'll do the crisscross. Okay, so this is the key. Your hands are behind your head, one hand on top of the other. Now press the hands into the head into hand to get that upper back connection. If you want to lift, it's fine. It's entirely up to you. Look into your abs. Okay, so try not to pull that neck. So upper back connection. You can bend the knees. Heels together, toes apart. You can lower and lift. If you feel strong, straighten the legs. Lower and lift. Again, don't pull at your back. So keep it really short. I'm just going to show this briefly because I'm just the actual sequence of the exercises. This one follows the single leg scissors, and it's here. That's double leg straight leg scissors. Good job. Okay, the next one will be crisscross. Again, I'm going to show you the exercise and then I'm going to build it. So it's here for straight from the double leg, lower and lift. We come to crisscross, cross hold, and we can build it, we can break it down, we can bring that leg lower. 4, 3, if you want to carry on, 2. So the key is that twist, really working your side body. 2 more, last one, whoa. And then bring it all the way down. Excellent, head, neck and shoulders down. A lovely stretch for you. Feet, legs hip width apart, back wide. Nice and stretch, well deserved stretch. Send the knees away, just let it go. Briefly, just keep hold slightly of the abs and then look the other way. Pull in the abs to support your low back centre, and then roll the other way. And then back centre, good job. Okay, and then draw your knees into your chest, head, neck and shoulders down. The next one is spine stretch. Well, it's a nice postural one, so but again, there's a few variations for it. So say if you come into seated position, ideally the legs are out wide, but you can have the legs, feet, you can have the soles of your feet together and lifting tall, and you can just reach forward, reach back. So it's a tall back, luckily, and then it becomes a round back where you pick up the abs. If you are fairly flexible, you can have your feet wider than your mat. You can reach up, you can reach forward. If you have a prop, better, or even a broomstick, whatever, you can reach, you flex, and you extend. If you're super flexible, you can have a ball, or you can just roll. And you're picking up the abs, pressing the hamstrings down, flexing the feet so the heels are really pressing into the floor. Inhale, exhale, lift, exhale to lower. So we have another one. So we may as well do the twist one as well. So again, we can compromise a little bit. Hands into the head into the hands, soles of your feet together. We twist as much as we can. We lower the elbows nearest to the that leg that's opposite. But we're keeping long through the spine, even in the rotation. So the key is the rotate. Our body loves rotation. We don't do enough of it. Rotate. Use the side body. Use the obliques muscles. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale to come up, and it's the exhale as you twist. Now you can come into wide leg if you are flexible. So it's inhale, lift here, and really empty the lungs out as you exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pick up the abs. Now you're not stretching with the shoulders, you're stretching with that side body. Inhale to lift. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. You're reaching and sweeping that arm behind you. Inhale. Now I do 4, but you can do more if you need to. Right on top of the sit bones. Exhale. And 1, 2, 3. Empty the lungs out one more time. Inhale to lift. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Not too much bouncing. So literally it's more of a reach and a bounce, and then into your spine. Stretch forward. Lovely. And then point to flex the feet. Bring it together. Spin those inner thighs. Lovely. Okay. We did back extensors in the last one, so we can just quickly go over that, and then we'll do the side lying, and then we'll wrap it up till the next one. We'll just see how we get on. Okay, spin the inner thighs. You're lying on your stomachs. Really important you connect your abdominal muscles to protect your lower back. Feet and legs are hip width apart. So just recapping what we do, we're going to inhale, exhale. We pull the abs in on the exhalation. So chest and gaze forward. Doesn't matter how high you come up, as long as you've got the length through the spine. Inhale and then exhale to low. So the lower back's not doing anything apart from lengthening towards your feet. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale where you are. And then exhale to low. So it's really that upper and mid back work. The next one. Carry on with this. If you want to do a few more reps, that's absolutely fine. Otherwise you can bring the arms next to you, pull the elbows back, the chest goes forward, inhale, exhale, inhale to lengthen, exhale to low. Now as an extra, carry on with the hover, because it is on week 3 and 4, lengthen week 4, or you can bring the hands down, lengthen and lower, lengthen and lower. So just to show you where we're going with this one, we can take the arms out, and we can take it to baby swan. So literally it's a rocking, but careful with it. Get the abs to work with you. 1, 2, it's a baby rocking. So really work in the backs of the body. 1, 2, 3. If you have any pain, do stop and just stick to the modified version. Lovely. And then take a moment. Single and double leg kicks. Again, just going through it again. Onto your forearms. Chest forward, feet and legs hip width apart, you can take them together. Okay, pull those elbows towards you. Kick and kick, heel to bottom. Kick and kick, gaze forward. I'm looking at the screen. So kick and kick. 1, 2, heel to bottom. Keep pulling those elbows. So we don't want to be here, we want to be up here. Lovely. And then double, I'll just do one each way of the double leg kicks. Squeeze the legs together, arms, have the hands here, or you can have your hands here. Drape if you quite sort of want to bend you through the back, let the elbows drape. Head over to one side, you can kick heel to bottom. 1, 2, 3. Now straighten the legs. Make sure you don't lift the legs, they're on the mat, but you can lift the arms, the chest go forward. Lovely. Lowering down, normal breathing. Head over to the other side. And 1, and 2, and 3. Straight legs, straight arms. Lengthen, looking forward. One more each way. Look the other way. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to connect the glutes so you don't bounce. Forward. Make sure I'm not bouncing. Look the other way. Connect the glutes. 1. Hamstrings good. Less bounce as possible. And lengthen. Good job. Okay, bring everything forward. Feet and legs hip width apart. And then we're going to sit back on the heels and stretch them through the lower back. So literally go through the routine, but with a few additions to it, just to sort of like advance your practice a little bit more, so you don't plateau. You've got more to work on, just to feel a bit stronger as well. Inhale, expanding the rib cage area through the lungs. Exhale, breathing out. Do one more. Inhale, expanding through the rib cage. Feeling like a nice big waist, and then exhale, narrowing the waist, letting all that air out of the lungs. Good job. Okay. Thigh stretch, I'll do it as we're here. We have our stretch band. If not, don't worry. You have your arms connected into your back, anything, even something solid, a broomstick, that's fine. Okay. So, a little bit wide and shoulder width apart, arms up, tailbone long. The key is to press the tops of the feet, the shins, and the knees down. So inhale to prepare, exhale to hinge, sorry. Inhale up, exhale hinge. Making sure your hand and wrists are in line. Inhale, arm back connection, exhale to hinge, lovely. Okay, so ditch the band for a bit, head cushions. Just briefly, we did short lever leg series. We're going to, I don't think we'll need the band now, which is, have some cushions nearby, you may need it. Okay, so on sideline, we did, recap, you can always go back to it. We did oyster and we did lift and lower here. What we're going to do here, we're going to lengthen that lever. The underneath leg can stay bent. We're going to do a forward, forward for 2, kick, kick, forward, kick, kick, back. So really working your leg muscles, but keeping your side body engaged. Hold here if you need to. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. You're going to do 5, 6 in total. 1, 2. And if you want to straighten that leg, that's fine, but make sure it's solidly, it's pressed into the floor. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. And then take that leg behind you on that soft point, circle 3 times each way. 2, 3, reverse. 1, 2, 3, and forward. 1, 2, 3, and reverse. 2, 3. Good job. And if you could do a little walk on that leg and walk and hold on to, if you need to, if your side body doesn't feel that strong yet, that's fine. And then we can just recap on the oyster exercise which we did. Open, close. Good job. In. Yeah, and then lower. What I will do as well is the inner thigh work. So straighten the underneath leg. You can let this leg fall or you can lift here. You're going to lengthen. So that inner thigh gets some work as well. And circle. And circle. Okay, remember you can drape this leg or you can hold it here. Okay, circles and lengthen and then return. And then we're going to do the arm openings. So again, just recapping through it. So grab cushions if you need, just to give you a bit of height. Lengthen, arm back connection, open. I'm just going to do one of each, but do pause it and do 2 if you need to. Lengthen. So we're just going to recap what we did. Circle, circle, pause, and return. Great. I'm going to do the other side. So keep everything together. I don't remember which routine I did. Okay, so forward and back. So we did a little bit of a recap. So we had bent knee here. We did this to start with in the other video. What we're doing here is pressing that leg down. We're going forward for 2, back for 2. 1, 2. We can hold on to here. You can have both hands here. Back on a soft point. 2 back soft points, going back. Flex forward, and again you can straighten this leg. So a few variations I'm showing you. You can try each one, or you can just do what's best for you. Keep the underside waist lengthened. Kick forward for 2. Kick back on 2 in the soft point. Then when you've done round about 5 to 6, take the leg back, circle each way 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Reverse. 1, 2, 3. This leg hopefully solid. Bring it forward. 1, 2, 3, and reverse. 1, 2, 3. Good job. And I'm going to do first. We did some walking. We can be hard on this side. Walk, 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 walk. And I didn't do beats, but maybe for next time I'll do the beats here. Okay. And then we're going to recap on the oyster. Open, close. So it's really important we work the our glute muscles, our hamstrings. It tends to get very weak. We need to work them more, so we don't rely too much. We don't overuse our lower back, which can become very, very painful. Lovely. Lowering down, just to recap, we did this one in the other video. But what we are going to do the inner thigh. So straighten the underneath leg, drape the other leg over, or if you want to stand on it to keep it strong, you're going to lengthen, circle here. 1, 2, 3, reverse. Don't worry, you can straighten them out as long as you're not lifting. You don't want to do this, you don't want to lift too high, just keep it low. You're thinking about length rather than shortening. A few circles each way. Perfect. And then I'm going to do one of each. You can do more if you need to, of the arm openings and circles if you want more opening for the upper body. Okay, so bring the arms forward, get cushion if you need it, reach. Now you still got that arm back connection as you open. Good, so don't isolate that arm, keep it connected into your back. And then circle. So remember, you can do a few more. I'm just doing one of each. Pause as you open through the chest, pause as you reach past the hips, full circle. And then return. Great stuff. Okay. Great, it's the end of this series for a bit. The next one, there'll be a few more exercises to go through. So I hope any questions, obviously we can catch up in the live. You've got the workbook to fill in. So I hope that really helps. It's just literally going through the 4 weeks plus a few additions, and probably next week or so we're going to use, we have the stretch band already, probably light weights, because it's so important we keep up, because of osteoporosis, as we get older, our body, we sort of lose bone density, so it's really important even we use light weights. If you haven't got light weights, water bottles, we're going to introduce a few weight bearing exercises into this as well. Great. Okay, great to see you again, and any questions obviously let me know, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care for now.